I'm sick because I ain't been broken in a minute.
Make me sick. Look, man,
All right. Hey, good. What up?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
He was taken down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll take it across for Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas 30 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
This is what can happen if you keep plays alive with your feet. He was in the pocket, got out of the pocket, and then gave his receivers a chance to get open. And then he's more than good enough to deliver it on time for the score.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
What's going on, Chad?
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And we're going to stop shy of the 15 at the 15-yard line on the return.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And 7 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now from the 50. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
12 brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Bridgewater.
Bridgewater's pass incomplete. Intended for DJ Ward. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, a slant to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd and goal. Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, it's Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Flush to it, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ross Cockrell, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Third down.
What's going on, Chad?
From the gun on third down, Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Dropped the first game stream, but you know, I bounced back.
For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Okay, bro, can we get off this damn screen? You know what's bugging me out? Everybody Tampa Bay fans on Madden now. It's so wild. What's up? Who in the chat? Go ahead, say what's up or something. Give me a sub in the chat. Let's see. What's this game finna be?
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Dustin Hopkins has it on the team. Here we go from our nation's capital. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
God, man.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And a second.
Doggone. Shouldn't think what an accuracy is. Good way.
forced the incompletion.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that will leave him with 34.
Hydrate. Kicking it with Cam today.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
You know, every time me and Cam be moving, get together, boy, it'd be crazy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Can y'all please block, man? Yeah, that's all I ask. Is just a little block. Tell him to block. Say block. Say block. Block. Block.
Take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Come here. Right here. First down. See it? Or not. Man, come in. Why are they not?
And it also brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball that winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Washington will take control of the football.
Blocking, man.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I didn't so damn fast. Faster than Christian McCaffrey. Why are they still on this game?
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in for 2 yards over. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and they thank things to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's up across the 25 and down
What happened?
to 28. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And last time this year was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
Man. Come on, Teddy.
Charles over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
This is hard.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. Don't worry about your hands, though.
No.
From
the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nobody's getting open, man. This is. Nobody's getting open, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. Wide open, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 82 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get into the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive. Turn it back over. This game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 out the gate? What's that?
Listen, I just hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so your decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. Right now, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, their 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for touchdown.
Oh, that is corny as fuck, man. Man, that's crazy.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they got the lead.
Bullshit, bro.
Making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure
It's
out
puppy?
some way, somehow to slow them
Puppy?
down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Puppy butt.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And out a little across the 20.
Why'd he quit? I don't know why he quit, but hey, bro. Doop doops. Hey. Poop doops. Say poop doop. Doop doop. to the ball.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys is no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Zerline's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington.
All right.
From about the 12.
Oh, no. Closed up real quick.
Good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
What happened? What happened? What's going on, bro?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Bridgewater. He will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get it out to midfield. Right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Be careful. You don't hit your face on this. Niggas, what are you doing? What are you doing? Cool. Can we get down before you get hurt? Can we get down before you get hurt?
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you actually know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Good stuff.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense.
What you typing?
Come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater able to hook up with DJ Moore. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 on that opening drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't quite have it figured out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help.
Sheesh.
That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Joey Slaughter to kick off after the touchdown. Take it into the
Yes, sir.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. And they took the shot down.
Look at my passer. No.
This crowd is not like that day.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
No, you.
That is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Being chased down there. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. He always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got
Really screwed that up. Screwed that all the way up.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They keep on the ground early. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go down, get low, almost get into a bubble sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper is intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Bad play culture. Bad play culture. Damn, that was a bad play call.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's having to force it when he can do that instead. 1st down.
Yeah, he got his block. Players don't ever do that.
After about the 3rd one, he decided you better put it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Taking it in for 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
It's up and good. Let's have that 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater.
Same animation every time. It's fucking bullshit.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Nothing in the wrong.
Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to
Yeah, it's just one of them days.
Find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the first play.
Yeah, why would you do it? Damn Teddy, bro. Every time I get touched, I fumble, bro. Man, that's fucking bullshit. I be hitting everybody quarterback. Niggas don't never fumble.
These type of talents because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the run.
What is that? What is that?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right.
Yo, man. Look, they quarterbacks eat.
Takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing. Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He will be brought down as time is now run on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. Flush to his right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry by Elliott. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Panthers 14. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Panthers, first down.
From the gun, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's caught at the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They run the option on second down. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So with that we can... The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. to throw now in his own end zone. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Bridgewater able to get this to Thomas, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized the quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Bridgewater again. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
The tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And now it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Play action, now it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the 1st half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Alabama, 380, go Bandit!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Brady's going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7.
With the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brings up from the gun. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Well, drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater steps away to his left, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Bridgewater to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 13.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Bridgewater. Man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away.